Morning, Joe and the Pro. I'm the Prez. It's Monday. We've got Theodore Covers with us, otherwise known as Teddy, looking good, matching the hair to the jacket. Got a smile on the outside. What's going on inside, brother?
Are you? Is that your transition to me, Lawrence?
That's number one.
I honestly didn't even know you started the show there.
Yeah.
Normally you have a little bit of energy with you.
Three of these, and you're getting bumped.
Oh, I should be so lucky. How do I do it? Let me see how fast I can get them.
Teddy Covers. It was fun seeing you,
Lawrence. It was nice to see you last week. It was good to see you cash in a poker tournament. It's good to see you make a final table. I've never seen you do that before, so I'm impressed.
Well, and we speak about this. I've literally restructured my entire poker game. I mean, from scratch.
You had to.
Oh, Teddy, you are no better a poker player than I am.
I didn't say I was. All I said is you had to. And yes, there have been times in my life where I was definitely a better poker player than you. This is not one of those times.
Listen, there were times in your life where you were probably better at everything than me. These are not those times.
What are you looking down? Are you sending text messages while we're doing a podcast?
Yeah, you bore the shit out of me, Teddy.
Nice.
Plus, I live inside your brain and I know what you're going to say.
Okay, so what am I going to say now?
You're going to talk about us going shopping in a month.
I am?
Yeah.
So my wife, actually, so I talked to Kara about it, and she's nervous about me going out with you because she's like, Prez's style is not your style. You don't want to be looking like that, jackass. That was a direct quote.
Okay. First, listeners, just so you understand, I'm generally regarded as the most stylish dresser in the entire handicapping industry. Everybody talks about it.
But your style's not my style. There you go. Keep smoking.
So Teddy has requested we're going to do an overhaul. We're going to do an image overhaul for the Theodore, and we're going to do it on June 12th, and I'm really excited about it. And Teddy, you got to understand, dude, I would never put you in the clothes that I wear.
Good.
I am strictly focused on how clothes fit people, how they fit your shoulders, how they fall over the lack of torso, how they come in at the waist, how they accentuate. This is not about style more than it is about fit. And I am extremely understanding of the fact that you and I might lack, you might look better in grays and I might look better in greens. I get it, bro. Don't worry, Teddy. I got you.
Do I look worried?
I'm
not worried in the slightest. The only thing I'm worried about is that this podcast is legitimately unwatchable. Let's give them something.
Okay. Raptors
they
last
night.
About
your
Did you want how you had the Sixers last night +6, and I couldn't bet. I couldn't take the Sixers because I'm cheering for the Raps, and I do have some fandom left in me. But I couldn't understand that line. What an ending, dude. I mean, come on. Like, not only was it literally at the buzzer, not only did he have to shake free to make that shot, fade away, but 4 bounces to end the game. A second and a half. That ball bounced around before it went in. That was pure drama.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. And with Philly plus the point, all you're saying with Philly plus the points is no overtime.
Yeah.
And then Kawhi misses the free throw so that they get a chance at Butler, so then Butler can take it to the hole. And Butler hits that great shot over Ibaka that everyone forgets now because of Kawhi's 4 bounces. That wasn't a double doink. That was a double doink. It was the Cody Parker, and this one, of course, went in. Hell of a game. Hell of a series.
Yeah.
Both Game 7s yesterday were nail-biters, down-to-the-wire affairs. And with the history of the NBA, you're supposed to be taking home teams in Game 7. I didn't play Nuggets, Blazers, and I took Philly plus. But obviously, the long-term history wasn't in play yesterday, as both of the road teams got the money. And this is why it sucks to be a fan. This is why I don't understand you. Okay? I remember when I was the last time that I can remember being a fan was Michigan. I was a Michigan fan, and Michigan was playing for the national title. They had to beat Washington State. And I bet Washington State plus the points. It's a Ryan Leaf game, the 98 Rose Bowl. I bet Washington State plus the points, so I'm happy either way. Michigan wins, I'm happy. Hey, my team won. Michigan loses. Hey, I cashed my ticket. And in that game, I got the best of all scenarios, which is Michigan won and didn't cover, and I was able to cheer for my team and cash the underdog ticket. That's the way to play those games. As a fan, you bet the other team, and you're happy when you win, and you get some consolation prize when you lose, and you got a chance of winning both.
Yeah, and Teddy is lecturing me again. I'm just gonna be me, Teddy. Listen, I know you don't bet a lot of futures, but we're gonna just look at both these series really quick, and then we'll get into the games. We'll start with Portland at plus 400 against Golden State. To me, it feels like you're better off rolling the money if just taking Portland in the individual games. I don't know. I don't know if 400 is enough here. I mean, obviously with CJ and Damian, this team has got a chance. And Golden State, they wanted so badly to beat Houston. Maybe this is a bit of a letdown, but the letdown wouldn't happen for 7 games. I have nothing in this series. I'd like to see Portland at a higher number. What do you think?
I don't think the Blazers can beat the Warriors 4 times, so I have no interest in Portland plus.
That's what I'm saying.
Golden State minus. And the Warriors showed a fair bit of refuse to lose against Houston. They were the better team during crunch time consistently in that series. The last 5 minutes of the games, the Warriors were the better team, and I don't think that changes here. Again, Portland, the Western Conference wasn't deep by the time it came to the playoffs. Portland's been able to take advantage of teams in, mediocre position. I would not be surprised at all to see the Blazers cover some point spreads in this series.
I agree with that.
Asking them to win 4 times against Golden State, I don't see it. I could see a Lillard game. I could see a McCollum game, like we had game 7. Maybe they make it. Maybe they can win 3. 4 is too much. I don't see that from Portland. I do think that there's something to be said for this type of experience in closing out series and closing out games. The Warriors have it. And the Blazers got one. Confidence boost to beat a Nuggets team with no playoff experience in game 7. But Golden State's a different animal.
Teddy, the Bucks are minus 300. They're playing the Raps plus 240 on the series. Look, I mean, I'm a homer. I want the Raps to win. I feel like looking at this line objectively, I think Toronto is getting some value here, man. I think these teams are much closer. That minus 300?
The Bucks have been really good.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, don't underestimate what Milwaukee.
They played a Boston team that was just in shambles.
How much of that had to do with what Milwaukee was doing?
I don't think a lot. Boston was in shambles the entire year.
All right. That sounds to me like you like Toronto plus. I don't. I think the Bucks win this series. I think the Bucks are clearly the better of these two teams. What did we see in Game 7 yesterday for Toronto? Okay. As the pressure ratcheted up, who stepped up besides Kawhi?
I did. I was on the couch, and then I stepped up to the TV to watch that shot go in.
Nice. There was Charles Barkley used an expression yesterday that I thought was very apt. He said the Raptors' sphincters tightened in that ballgame, and they did. Milwaukee sphincters haven't been tightening. Milwaukee's been, they play well.
Well, they're not even in close games.
And when you talk about what they did, remember what Boston did in Game 1, and Paul Pierce said this series is over and all of that nonsense. The Bucks are pretty exceptional. And, oh, by the way, it's worth noting they played in Toronto twice this year. They won both of those games straight up. And I know regular season doesn't matter, but this is a team that can win in Toronto.
Would you lay the 300? No, you can't.
Yes.
Yes?
I would lay the 300 way before I took the plus price.
Okay, well, he's Teddy Covers. I'm the Prez and Teddy. You can find him at sportsmemo.com and wagertalk.com. Let's get into Tuesday and Wednesday night's games and call it a show, bro. Portland +8 over and under 218.5. And here's my take. I like Portland plus the points here, Teddy. I think this team is coming in with a ton of confidence. And I think we saw a very bad shooting percentage game by Lillard in Game 7. And I think that will turn around. I think he's going to go off. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they win that game. With that said, if they do win one of the two in Golden State, it will be the first one. I think Golden State's going to have a little bit of a hangover coming home from Houston and playing in their finals, if you will. I think we're getting good value at Portland +8, and I think they're going to come into this game with a ton of confidence.
Yes and no. I mean, they're also going to come into this game tired, and I'm in action on this game. You can get my play right now, $9 Mondays at Sports Memo or at WagerTalk. And I think there's a reasonable case to be made for both these two teams. First, let's make it very clear. Golden State's the better of these two squads, okay? And the point spread says it, the regular season series says it, although, Blazers beat them twice in the regular season, including once on the Warriors' home floor. Of course, I don't think none of those games, all four of those games were before the All-Star break, three of them before the calendar turned to 2019, so I'm not all that worried about what has already happened. But when you look at the teams that got to win Game 7 on the road, short turnaround, play on the road again the next time, a lot of times the market's knee-jerk against those squads. And we've seen, if you look at the history, it's actually Game 2 where the exhale tends to come. You play that Game 7, then you play Game 1, balls to the wall, and then all of a sudden, now your legs get a little bit tired. So I wouldn't overreact to the fact that it's a short turnaround for Portland. However, the Rodney Hood injury scares the heck out of me if you like the Blazers. And the fact that the Warriors, they haven't been covering point spreads as home chalk in the postseason. They've been playing a ton of tight games in Houston, and even against the Clippers, where laying points wasn't necessarily easy to do. You look at the regular season, meaning again, early stuff, but it's not like the Warriors are this monster point spread team against Portland, but there is a legit class difference between these two squads, and I worry so much about Portland's low post defense. Cantor is who he is, and that's obviously an issue for Portland moving forward against the talented Draymond Green and the rest of that Warriors front line.
He's Teddy. I'm the Prez. It's Morning Joe and the Pro. You can get us every day, Monday to Friday, at our YouTube channel, WagerTalk TV. Teddy, I'm going to leave the screen for 1 second. You're going to tell us about the Raps in Milwaukee, Toronto +6.5. And my take quickly on this game is, the Raps have never been good in Game 1s of playoffs. They did have a good one against Philly. But I think the Raps are going to be very tired, literally strung out, if you will. I think Milwaukee's sitting there waiting. I think they lost that first game against Boston and don't want to do it again. I like the Bucks -6.5 in the spot.
Me and you both. Done.
Keep talking.
No, you talk, man.
I left my dog out. I left my idiot dog outside.
Okay, fine. I'll talk for a minute. But I actually, in this rare instance, I actually agree with what Prez has to say. And the fact that the Bucks lost that Game 1 of the season, they rallied back and won 4 straight and dominated the last 4 in that series and covered the number in all of those contests. But the Game 1 loss at home certainly stands out. We're talking about a team that's 8-1 against the number in the playoffs. Yeah, there's a betting bandwagon to support Milwaukee right now. I don't think it's big enough. This team has been an undervalued commodity all year long. Best point spread team in the regular season. Best point spread team in the postseason. Are you convinced the markets are pricing the Bucks as high as they should be? I'm not. I think they are clearly better than Toronto, and I can only look at Milwaukee Game 1. I can only look at Milwaukee for this series.
He's Teddy. I'm the Prez, and that, my friends, is Morning Joe and the Pro, and I did not leave my dog outside. Thought I did. My dog's called Vegas. Funny that, huh?
Yeah, my dog's called Blackjack, so it's a Vegas name too. So we're even.
Okay. I didn't know we were competing, but we're even. 1-1, Teddy and the Prez for naming dogs.
No, because Vegas is kind of that's so apropos. It's Blackjack, that's a cool name.
Okay, Teddy, you win. 1-0, Teddy, on the names of dogs. Thanks, my friend. Tomorrow, me and you, first pitch.
Sounds like
No, Wednesday. Drew is tomorrow.
Am I shooting videos on Wednesday or Thursday this week?
Talk to your boss.
All right. Well, if I'm shooting videos on Wednesday, I ain't doing Morning Joe. I ain't doing first pitch with you.
Okay.
If not, then I will.
We'll figure it out, my brother. You take care of yourself. Listeners, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out Puck Time today with Alex B. Smith and Andrew McGinnis, as well as First Pitch with Tony Finn. You're a good man, Teddy, and you only got one of these, so I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Under cashes today. I wouldn't take it next time.
Later, my friend.